Only in Nigeria that people use bulletproof car and have 40 police. So what is the essence?
That is the question.
If Nigeria don't seize this golden opportunity given to them, Omo, we are finished. Yes, if after watching the video I'm about to show you, you don't go get your PVC, your village people must be a problem.
Accepted.
Watch the video and share your thoughts.
It will have cost us ₦1 billion to build presidential lodge. But Obasanjo stayed in my own place for 2 nights. Some of you have watched my video, how Obasanjo visited us. If you go to Awka, you see it. They were building presidential lodge when I became governor. How can you build a lodge for president in Awka who doesn't live there? And I said, how are we going to build it? Why are we going to have a house for him here? They say it's in every state. What, for God's sake? What the president doesn't live in every state? Does every state in America have the presidential lodge? No. So where did we learn this? Does every state have governor's lodge in Washington? No, they stay in hotel. So where did we learn this type of irresponsibility? But they want me to do it in my state. For God's sake, when Obasanjo came, I told him, I went to him and said, Mr. President, you are the president. You have plane. Come in the morning and go in the evening. You don't need to sleep in Awka. What are you sleeping in Awka to do? No, you just come anywhere you want to go. You go and... But you cannot. He insisted he would sleep. His best friend, he insisted he would sleep. His people said he would sleep. I said, I have no place for you. But since you insist, you come and sleep in my house. Where I sleep and I'll go away and sleep somewhere else. When you go, I'll come back. And that's what they did. That's what they did. And it cost me 100,000 in the hotel outside. For those 2 nights he slept there. And that's what I will spend 1 billion. Since he came, no other president have been there to sleep. 2006. And I've had a house of 1 billion, maintaining it every day, looking after it. When Jonathan wanted to come, I explained it to him. I said, I don't have any place for you to sleep. If you come, you go. Please. You don't need to sleep. You own the whole country. You can come back the next day if you wish. Or you go to neighboring states and sleep. It doesn't matter. And he came, he slept in Asaba. Because they have more money. I don't have it to spend. Only in Nigeria that people use bulletproof car and have 40 police. So what is the essence? And I can go on and on. You won't believe it. Most of your states today have 10 bulletproof cars. 80 million naira each. What for? Nobody wants to kill anybody. Nobody killed me 8 years. Why would they kill you if you're doing the right thing? After all, you live with them. Even if anybody wants to kill you, when you come out of that car, it will kill you. You're not going to live inside it. You don't have a bulletproof body. So, all I'm trying to urge you as I conclude, my dear people, we have a country. The first thing you need to do is to say to yourself, all of us must now question the rascality of our country.
Rest now. Rest. Una to do.
Nigeria has become a case of where lunatics took over the asylum. And we know what lunatics do when you want to take anything back from them. They create a thing as if there's a war. So you run away. If a madman comes here, you say, hey, everybody say, I don't want to touch this madman. That's what they're doing. We need to take it back. We need to become as mad as they are and take it back. You have a situation today where people are owing salary for 7 months and they're celebrating their birthday. How can you say a thing like that? How can you be celebrating when you've ruined people's life? People are dying and you're celebrating and people are watching it on TV. It's a crisis. And the only people that can stop that crisis is you. They can't stop it. Telling people in lunch that when I found it amazing that even people in America are part of the problem. As governor, I come here, you know what people tell me? This man bought this house, this man bought this house. Where are you going to buy your own? Why will I buy a house in America? I don't live in America. I have nothing to do with America. It only cost me $200 to come here and go. Why will I buy a house? Americans should live in America. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Onitsha. That is where I should live. I go to South Africa. I go to everywhere. I say, buy a house in South Africa. How many South Africans have bought a house in Nigeria? How many Americans have bought a house in Nigeria? So why would Nigerians come here? You live here. Yes, you can own a house here. But not people. I come here as governor and Nigerians will tell you, oh, let's bring somebody and have a party. Why will I leave Nigeria to come and do party here? No way. I should come here as a beggar for you to give me something to take home, not to come and celebrate here. I have people who need food in the country. And Nigerians are celebrating here. And you go there and be calling them His Excellency, when you should push them to go back and do their work at home. So start telling them, if your governor comes here or local government chairman, do not be part of celebrating him. Tell him to go home and fix what he's supposed to do. Don't encourage him to waste the resources. He didn't come with his money. He came with your money. We're asking you to bring back your own. What we need to do is to manage that which is there effectively. Your country, to tell you how bad your country has gone. In 1980, Nigeria as a country had a foreign reserve of $10.5 billion. 10.5. China is 10. South Korea that somebody mentioned here is 3 billion. The country was far bigger than South Korea. It had more money than China. China had a population of, today, China population is 1,317,000,000. Nigeria is only 186 million. But what is happening? Today, China has in savings 3 trillion and we have 30. We had 10. They had 10. We had 10.5. They had 10. Today they had 3 trillion. We have 30. 1% of what they used to have. Today, South Korea savings is 400 and something billion. And we have 30. What went wrong here? And I can show you nations on nations. We're in a state of Florida. This state has a GDP of $793 billion. That is twice the GDP of Nigeria. Your richest state in America is California, with a GDP of 2.6 trillion, 6 times Nigerian GDP. With a per capita of 50,000, Nigeria is 2. Can governor of California drive 5 vehicles at a time? No, I'm asking you people a question. So we need to fix it. Can governor of California use 5 vehicles at a time? In your place, they use 30 and call it convoy. If it's not madness, tell me what it is. Or you think madness is when somebody doesn't have a cloth? No, there's favors for madness. That's what we need to fix first. So I want you to be part of that change agent fella is saying. Let people have souls and care for their people. That is what we need in our country. We need people who can think. How did China change? What happened to China? How did they change? Even just in the year 2000, China had been able to build from year 2000 to year 2000, to move from, go and check their GDP in the year 2000 was just 1 trillion. Today it's 12. Why is our own still 400? Why are we not investing in the right thing? Today everybody knows, everybody is investing in education and all that. We're not investing. 60% of the people, children out of school live in sub-Saharan Africa. 10 million live in Nigeria. Yes. You can go and check your records. I saw somebody already. A particular state in Nigeria, Zamfara. Let me just call it. In the last year, NECO had only 110 students. Only 24 passed. A state of 5 million people. When another state has almost 200,000 for the same exam, it won't work. It's Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria is important to us. People ask me now while we're eating lunch, what is the problem? I said the problem is the people. It's only in Nigeria that you elect people. They don't have car, they don't have anything. 6 months, they build a house, buy 20 cars, and call it for Thanksgiving, and people will go there. And they will be praying in the church, telling God to bless them. And the bishop will preach in that wherever they got the money, he should give them more when they have to call police. Because they know where the money came from. Everybody knows where the money came from. But they are still celebrating it. He comes to America and buy a house, and they said if you see his house, and it's in choice areas. When he's in Washington, they tell you this place, this man owns the house here. In New York, this man owns the house here. With whose money? Let him show you his business. His daytime job. That earn that money. In which is, if Shobanjo, who is doing of advertisement, wants to buy a house in the best area of the world, let him go and buy it. But for God's sake, why would Peter Obi come and buy the choice area in Washington when he didn't own it before? A governor built a house that is unbelievable, and they asked, they said, I used to have the money. Why didn't you build it before? Hey, wait a minute. What are you telling us? And you're owing us salary. Even if you had the money before, you would have kept quiet. The rascality must stop. That's what we need to do first. Let's deal with this rascality first. It's when we stop this rascality that we can now... There's opportunities in Nigeria, my dear people.
See, I guess you have watched the video, and let me make this straight here. Making the change depends on you. It's not about any party. It's not all about any party, which party is going to win this or that. If you want the change, you are the change. You have the power to make the change. So go get your PVC and make the change that you want. Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth. If you want the change, go for it. And what will give you the change is your PVC. So go get your PVC and make the change. Have a nice day. I'm out of here.